Harry Styles, the British singer who rose to fame as a teenager in One Direction and has since carved out a successful solo career, made a deliberate choice to step back from social media in search of personal peace and self-discovery. At just 16, he experienced the dizzying heights of global stardom with the band, a level of attention that shaped much of his young adulthood. Now, at 32, Styles has reflected on how that early fame influenced his relationship with public scrutiny, revealing in a candid interview that he took concrete steps to detox from the constant dopamine hits that come with celebrity life. One of those steps involved quietly removing Instagram from his phone entirely. He described the decision as part of a broader psychological reset, a time when he focused inward to reconnect with his authentic self away from the mirrored reality created by fans, media, and online personas. Styles admitted that for years he wondered whether he truly needed the validation that fame provides, but fear held him back from testing it. "I'd always thought or hoped that I was the kind of person who didn't need the dopamine hits that doing this job often gives you," he shared, acknowledging the addictive nature of applause, likes, and constant engagement. The fear was real. What if stepping away revealed a deep dependency? To confront this doubt, Styles embraced a period of detachment, living life without the constant mirror of public perception. The result, he said, was liberating, pure freedom he had never experienced before. This break allowed him to like who he was independent of the spotlight, influencing the music he creates today. Work emerging from this place of freedom feels more genuine, untainted by external pressures. Styles also highlighted how social media amplifies a distorted self-image. Since his One Direction days, he has been bombarded with versions of himself reflected back through interviews, photos, and fan interactions. "That's especially the case in the way we use social media now, for everyone, and I'm not immune to that," he explained. The platform became a constant echo chamber, solidifying an image shaped by others rather than his own evolving identity. By logging off and deleting the app, he created space for deeper internal conversations, exploring thoughts and feelings that touring and promotion schedules had previously crowded out. This detox wasn't about rejecting his career, but reclaiming agency within it. Styles has spent over a decade in the public eye, from boyband heartthrob to solo artist with critically acclaimed albums like Fine Line and Harry's House. Each phase brought new layers of fame, from sold-out arenas to acting roles and fashion campaigns. Yet the pressure to maintain a curated online presence weighed on him. Removing Instagram was a small but significant change. "I've made small changes, like not having Instagram on my phone anymore," that contributed to feeling healthier in his relationship with the industry. Imagine the contrast. The Harry Styles of his teenage years, surrounded by screaming fans and endless media cycles, versus the man who now values quiet reflection. The hiatus he took allowed him to travel, spend time in nature, and simply exist without performing. He emerged changed, more grounded, and ready to create from a place of authenticity. This personal growth shines through in his recent work, where themes of self-acceptance and freedom are prominent. Fans have noticed the shift too, praising his vulnerability in interviews and the depth in his lyrics. The decision to delete the app silently speaks to Styles' preference for privacy amid fame. He didn't announce it with fanfare or a dramatic post. He simply removed the source of distraction from his daily life. This quiet act mirrors his overall approach, thoughtful, intentional, and focused on long-term well-being rather than short-term validation. In a world where celebrities often use social media to stay relevant, Styles chose the opposite, proving that true connection comes from within. Reflecting on his journey, Styles' story resonates with many who feel overwhelmed by digital noise. The dopamine hits he mentioned are universal in the social media era, where notifications provide instant gratification. For someone like him, whose every move is scrutinized, the stakes are higher. By facing his fear of missing the attention, he discovered that life without it was richer, allowing space for genuine self-exploration. "Living my life in a way where I could really like who I am away from this world has been so powerful for me," he noted, underscoring the transformative power of that choice. His time away also reshaped how he views his public image. From a young age, he internalized others' perceptions, seeing himself through their eyes. The mirrored reality social media creates made it hard to distinguish his true self. Detaching helped him shed that version, fostering conversations with himself on deeper levels, questions of identity, purpose, and happiness that fame often postpones. As Styles steps back into the spotlight with renewed energy, his healthier relationship with fame sets an example. He feels equipped to engage on his terms, without the constant pull of online validation. The music he's making now carries the mark of that freedom, honest and unfiltered. Fans appreciate this evolution, seeing it as growth rather than withdrawal. In broader terms, Styles' experience highlights the mental health challenges of modern celebrity. The constant mirroring can distort reality, leading to doubt and disconnection. His solution, removing the app and embracing solitude, offers a model for others seeking balance. It's not about quitting entirely, but about mindful boundaries. Styles' reflections remind us that even global superstars crave normalcy. At 32, after years of One Direction mania and solo success, he prioritized peace over perpetual performance. Deleting Instagram was a symbolic and practical step toward that peace, one that continues to influence his life and art positively.